How may I be of assistance, Exile? Malachi created this portable map device sometime after his reverie in the Eternal Laboratory. Though it's an abbreviated version, it's no less powerful. A masterpiece in refinement, elegant in its simplicity. Malachi was an irrefutable genius. So, to cut a long story short, any map you would have otherwise used in the reverie, you can use in my map device. Malachi called it his muse. I call it Moo. My father was a sea captain. When I was a child, he forbade me to come on any of his trading voyages, no matter how much I begged. So one day, I stowed away. I was 12 years old at the time. He was furious, until I showed him my drawings of the coastline around Ngamakanui. My father was trading with the Karu there at the time. From then on, he took me on every voyage. He hired a tutor to teach me cartography, the art of map making, and had me record every place we went. The Karu Archipelago, Trefis, the Reclassian South Coast, and far beyond. I don't say this so as to place myself on a pedestal. I say this to encourage your trust in me. I've been making maps since I was a child. It is human nature to roam, but only when we record our journeys, draw them down as maps, may we travel together as a civilization. Do you know why I was exiled? The simplest of crimes, really, and the most inconvenient to a man like Dominus. Curiosity. There was an old ship being dismantled down at the docks, one from my father's fleet. The wrecking crew found an old sea chest in a boarded-up section of the hold. Inside it, there was a map, hundreds of years old, from when Ariath was inhabited only by fishermen and disgraced legionnaires. I secured that map as soon as I heard of it, and do you know what it showed me? A very different ray class to what the official charts displayed. A far more accessible ray class. One of my father's own men turned the map and myself over to the Templar. Apparently he was one of Dominus's informants all along. That beautiful chart was burned before my eyes, and the following night I was on a ship bound for Exile. The maps I find, even the ones I craft, are as much the product of corruption as they are of thaumaturgy. How? Because corruption and thaumaturgy are one. The cataclysm that forged the rayclast you see today, it was thaumaturgical. When you hold a map in your hands, you are looking at a fragment of reality that has been utterly corrupted to a point where it is barely real at all. And when we are no longer made of the stuff of reality, we are the stuff of nightmare. Thaumaturgy is the language of transformation. Think of it this way. Change a note of music, and you have a different song. Write a new ending, and you have a different story. Alter but one color in a painting, and you understand where I am going with this. Thaumaturgy puts you in the role of the artist with a canvas that encompasses all of reality. The greatest artist of them all is the nightmare, the entity that is the black heart of all corruption. Twice now, it has painted a new rayclast with its chosen medium, the thaumaturgical cataclysm. It has literally chosen the colors and forms of this land, twisting reality to suit its own artistic vision. Like any artist, it is never satisfied. The nightmare strives to complete its masterpiece, a work that would mean the end of existence as we know it, should we ever be unlucky enough to behold it. Can someone have covetous eyes? The way Varici looks at me, the dampness of his words when he talks of my maps, he makes my skin crawl. Tora roams further, delves deeper than I could ever hope to. Yet she records nothing. Such an accursed waste. I strive to prevent the impending cataclysm. Katarina looks to embrace it with open arms, preferably the dead ones she finds about the place. Vegan walks perpetually in a hall of mirrors, and seems to like it that way. Elrion is one that never lets logic spoil a good belief. Haku and his warmongering ilk are the bane of knowledge. Libraries are burned. The civilized are slaughtered. And for what? Petty pride and the illusion that is power.